Sooner or later, you gotta drink it. It's like life. You never really know how good it is until you taste it. And all coffee doesn't taste the same.
What's espresso? Always hear about espresso.
Strong and bitter. Some people like it like that. Straight ahead, rich, undiluted. There's another side to an espresso kind of life. Heartburn. Well, that's the price you pay for all that flavor.
You make it sound so dangerous.
Well, I've had my flings with danger, but my choice of coffee is a good old cup of Joe. Straight ahead, honest, no camouflage. Because when you try to hide what's underneath, you just end up feeling miserable. Well, what are you doing here? Monica, you're gonna meet a woman now who doesn't know how to deal with a plain cup of Joe. So she keeps covering it up and smoothing away the edges.
I found him.
You found them? One of them? But they seem so happy, Tess.
I made it. Look who's here. Happy birthday, Becky!
Oh, Mom.
Any questions? When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Great. Oh, just get out of the way. So you can just have stuck in something like this. Out.
Hello.
What?
Are you Elizabeth Jessup?
Who wants to know?
Can I help you?
No, I don't need any help. What do you want?
My name is Monica. I understand that you're writing your memoirs, and I've been sent to help you finish them.
Well, Monica, I have never had a deadline in my entire life that I didn't make. Once I turned in a story in Saigon on the back of my last clean T-shirt. So you can go back and tell those pathetic publishers that Elizabeth Jessup has never missed a deadline.
But your manuscript was due 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, that was their deadline. As far as I'm concerned, I'm right on schedule. Before you leave, you see a newspaper around here? See? Kids, they don't care. They don't care where they throw the thing. Up, down, on the porch, through the window. Most of the time it ends right up here on the roof.
Can I help you?
What is this, your big break or something? You sit at the feet of a legendary journalist, and one day you write your own book and you call yourself my protege. Is that what this is?
You're not that legendary, you know.
I'm not the legendary, you know. Oh,
Would you still like me to leave? Or should I stay?
Well, this is just a trial run, because I really don't need you, but if I get you a paycheck, I guess you could stick around. Want a drink?
Oh, I'd love a cup of non-fat decaf mocha latte with a little nutmeg on the side. Or a cup of Joe.
I got iced tea.
Well, I haven't worked up to tea yet, but how about some water?
Do you take dictation?
Yes, perfectly. I'm really fast.
Good. I might send you out a lot to do research. I'm a stickler for detail. It's my trademark.
Oh, yes, I know. Oh,
No, don't answer that. I've been getting a lot of crank calls lately.
I can handle it. Hello? This is Monica. Mrs. Jessup's new assistant. Yes, it happened just like that. Certainly. Would you hold on? It's your daughter, and she wants to know what time you want them to come over.
Come over for what?
Well, it looks like you invited them to dinner.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yesterday was my granddaughter's birthday, and some idiot waiter dropped the cake, and I suggested they might come over tonight and we could try again, but...
How about 8 o'clock? Great. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Gosh, you haven't even met Sydney, and already you're talking like her.
She sounds lovely on the phone.
Mm-hmm. That's because you haven't met her yet. The child's been contrary since the day she was born, which I might add was at a most inconvenient time. A 6-day war. I go into labor in London, fly home in Harrow, and don't get back to day 7. Wouldn't you know it?
But a baby, it's so much grander than any assignment.
Yes, like I said, you haven't met her yet. The girl's picture is next to milk toast in the dictionary. No, seriously. The only thing we have in common is we always choose the wrong man. Hers died on her, and I just wore mine out. Monica? Oh, Monica. Well, this looks beautiful. And where the hell did you find this china? I haven't seen it since Kissinger came to dinner in '75. Man, could he eat.
I found it in the back of your china cabinet. Hope you don't mind.
And what's this?
Our conversation in the car today.
Get out. So, there I am standing on the Great Wall of China, freezing my blooming bottom off. My blooming bottom?
Well, I did a wee bit of editing.
You're here. Coming. Very nice.
Hi, Mom.
Sydney. Oh, there she is, my girl. Oh, hi, sweetie.
Oh.
She loves that music box.
Oh, you must be Monica.
Hello, Sydney.
Hi.
Monica's my new assistant. I've just hired her, and I have begged her to stay for dinner.
Oh, good. The house looks so together.
I was inspired. Anybody want a drink?
Something smells good. Mom hasn't cooked a real meal in years.
So, Beth, Ray had a birthday yesterday. You know, 7 is a very important age.
I know. I get to learn how to read.
Wow. Your mother must be very proud of you.
Oh, I am. She's my very special girl.
Anyone else want some iced tea?
I want some,
Oh, dear, you're too young for iced tea.
but I'm 7 now.
I know. That's what I mean. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Paris. God, I love Paris. One day I'm going to take you, Bethy, and we'll stroll the Champs-Élysées together and eat croque-monsieur at midnight on the banks of the Seine.
Mommy, have you ever been to Paris with Grandma?
No, I haven't, honey.
Your mother wasn't interested in Paris, dear. Travel makes her anxious.
It wasn't the traveling.
No?
No.
I think the last lover I had in Rome was a new wave director. Now, what was his name?
For heaven's sake. Mother.
Don't give me that holier-than-thou pious little look of yours, Sydney. When was the last time you had a lover? Might do you some good, you know.
A good brisk walk in the morning always does me a lot of good.
That's enough iced tea, Mother. Can we please just have the cake and get this over with, please?
What cake?
I'll get it.
For heaven's sakes, Bethy, aren't you tired of that damn thing? But give it to me. Can't stand it another minute.
That's it. That's it. Come on, Bethy, we're gonna go.
Oh, don't go. Here, have some birthday cake.
No, I'm sorry, Monica. This party is over. We'll be back tomorrow. Can you save us some? Thank you.
She wants some cake, Sydney.
What she wants is a sober grandmother.
Sydney, I'm sorry. I didn't realize
What?
that your mother has a drinking problem.
My mother doesn't have a drinking problem. My mother is an alcoholic.
A little harder. Good. Okay. So now, see, this is the first rule of journalism, darling. You must learn to type faster than you think so you don't miss a story.
I think pretty fast, Grandma.
Yes, you certainly do. And you're going to make a wonderful reporter.
I didn't come here to clean out your files, Mother. Can you just give me a general vicinity where I can find this?
Sydney, why do you need your birth certificate?
Because I got promoted and the bank is running a new security check system.
Okay, Sydney's birth certificate. Check the file under M for Middle East.
Got it. Wow, look at this. Dear Liz, from Moshe Dayan. She was quite a woman. She still is. Mother, what is this?
What is it, dear?
You're speaking at the mayor's centennial kickoff?
I don't want to talk about that right now, honey. It's not until the 15th.
This is the 15th.
Guess I'm not going, huh?
No, but they're expecting you.
No, they're expecting a beautiful, intrepid, foreign roving correspondent, and let's face it, I'm not as roving as I used to be.
Well, maybe it's time you started again.
And so, on this, the 100th anniversary of our city, it is only fitting that the best of the best be placed in our time capsule to represent us for eternity. Which leads me to Elizabeth Jessup. Elizabeth's distinguished career as a journalist of international reputation is second to none, and her awards are too numerous to mention.
Oh, go on.
But they include the Foreign Press Medal and, of course, the Pulitzer Prize. Yes. She has been courageous in the face of war and disaster, and even politics. She has brought honor to herself and credit to her hometown. Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Jessup.
Legendary. Thank you. I can't tell you what a thrill it is to be here with you today. The reason I can't tell you is because I forgot to write my speech. But I am touched that you're including me in your time capsule. Or my writings, rather. I can't imagine I'd be comfortable inside that thing. But it would be a great honor to be interred with, what'd you say is in there, Mayor? A pound of wheat, a picture of our new library. That ought to set their hair on fire in 2094. How about a nude picture of me instead? All of us, right now. That would do it, wouldn't it? Woo! Those guys 100 years ago sure knew how to make history, they'll say. That reminds me, I saw the mayor naked once. Dived right into a pool at the country club and his shorts fell off. Talk about a news flash.
Mom, that's enough.
Struggled against significant obstacles of the times.
I'm sorry. She's on antibiotics and she shouldn't be drinking right now.
I'm not finished.
Mom, let's go.
You never like to see me in the do you? You never. Why?
Elizabeth Jessup.
Mother, please sit down.
I will not. I'm going home. How dare you tell people I'm taking antibiotics? No, where's the bathroom?
Mom. Mom. Do you have any idea what it's like to watch your own mother self-destruct? Yeah, I love her. She's my mother, but I've given up.
No, you must never give up, Sydney.
You know what the really hard thing is that I know what I need to do. And I know what it's gonna take. It's just I can't do it alone.
Well, then, I'll help you.
The mayor's comments were followed by the raucous and humorous reflections of Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Elizabeth Jessup.
Raucous. They loved me. I'm surprised they can spell raucous.
I'll get it.
Well, what did I say? Don't get that.
I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but this time I have to.
Is something wrong?
Mom, we're here today because we love you.
Good. Same here. Now, I have work to do, you know?
Mom, we're concerned about you and your drinking. This is Anita. She's a counselor at the New Hope Center.
Hello, Elizabeth. I've spoken with your family, and they've expressed to me their love for you. They also feel that your drinking is getting in the way of your relationship with them. They also agree that unless you get some help for your problem, you can no longer be part of their lives. They've written you letters about their feelings and how your drinking has affected them.
I drew mine with pictures.
Elizabeth, after you hear their letters, Sydney and I have arranged to take you to the New Hope Center for our rehab program.
This is the single most asinine thing you've ever done in your entire life.
Mom, we want to help you.
Help me my ass. You're trying to control me, and I won't have it. Do you hear? I won't. And what I do in the privacy of my own home is none of your business.
That's just the point, Elizabeth. It has become
And to
their
try to use
business.
my granddaughter to get back at me for a problem that you have had with me ever since you could talk is reprehensible.
Mom, your drinking is hurting her too.
Get out of my house.
You realize, Elizabeth, your family will not have any contact with you until you're ready to make the change.
Get out of my house!
Elizabeth, please,
Get out! All of you! Get out! And don't you ever come back! You two, get out! Get out.
I'm available at this number 24 hours a day. Whenever you're ready.
Out!
Hello? Elizabeth? Oh, Elizabeth.
You don't want to give her that?
Tess, am I glad to see you? It didn't go at all well yesterday.
Why do you think I'm here? You got some tomato juice?
I don't think so.
Oh, never mind. I'll make it myself.
Lots of iced tea, though. Why didn't you tell me from the start?
Well, when you met Elizabeth, you made friends with a very strong and talented and interesting woman. If you had known then what you know today, you might have just seen the alcoholic and not the woman. And that's who we love, and that's who we want to help.
But she doesn't want any help.
Then it's up to you to help her want it.
Oh, this could take years.
You got somewhere to go?
Tess, it's awful watching her destroy herself like this.
Well, think how it looks to her.
She's back. Little Mary Sunshine. She talks to herself just like me. This is not comforting.
I think I'm going to leave the two of you alone.
Well, if you insist on being here, I could use a Bloody Mary with some zip in it right now.
Well, here's one. I'm afraid it's a bit zipless, though.
Phew. Reminds me of Moscow with Gromyko.
Elizabeth, don't you get tired of feeling like this? Don't you see what this is doing to you?
You know where the door is, sugar. All right. I'm sorry about yesterday. And I can understand if you're worried, but Sydney always overreacts. I have learned how to drink. I had to. Wasn't easy being a woman in my business, and it still isn't, but when I was starting out, it was really a boys' club. And if you wanted in, you drank. Only trouble is I've had a couple of bad years, so I'm home a lot now, and okay, maybe I drink a little more. Sydney sees that and jumps to conclusions. Don't worry about it.
It took a lot of courage for Sydney to do what she did yesterday.
Yeah, well, I am who I am, and she still doesn't get that.
I wish you could have seen her face when they introduced you the other day. She's so proud of you.
Sure has a funny way of showing it.
She's showing you that she loves you enough to fight for you.
Well, did you come here to work or to gab? Got a lot of stuff for you to look through.
Mom?
So I can't come in now?
Mom, I'm just trying to help you.
Then how about showing a little kindness and letting me in?
I can't. I can't put up with what you're doing.
All I'm doing is trying to give my granddaughter a birthday
And she
gift.
can't accept it.
Well, why don't we ask her?
Mother, not until you get some help, some professional help. We can't have anything to do with you. I'm sorry.
Sorry. You're not sorry. You're jealous. This is just the stunt your father would have pulled. This house is falling apart. And here it is. The pin for my ejection seat.
The pilot gave this to you?
Honey, we lost 2 wheels in ground fire. There was no way I was going to try to land that thing. He thought it was the least I deserved. Well, time for iced tea. You think Sydney's right, don't you?
Yes, I do.
If I want to see Beth, I guess I have to play along and show up at a meeting or something. I deeply resent this, though, just for the record. So I guess I better find that silly card that I threw away.
Here it is.
She must have been dropping these things like breadcrumbs. All right. Ready or not, here I come. Look at her. This is pathetic.
They're here to get help, just like you are.
Howdy. We'll be starting real soon, so just take a seat, huh?
Thank you. He seems pleasant enough.
Reminds me of kindergarten. Too many bright, smiling faces.
I'm sorry, this is a non-smoking meeting.
You gotta be kidding.
There are smokers' meetings. They're listed in your directory. I can get you one.
Fascists. See? This is why I didn't want to get involved in this. They want to dictate every detail of your life to you. Well, to hell with them.
Elizabeth, I'm so glad to see you here.
Well, look who's here. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and there's something I want to tell you. If ever you come to my house and try that trap again, I will personally rip out your arms and use them to play you like a marimba. How dare you try to turn my family against me?
I understand your anger, Elizabeth.
You don't understand oatmeal. And if I ever catch you near me or them again, I will sue for harassment and assault. Now, come on. I feel like champagne. Well, are you coming?
I'm sorry, Elizabeth.
Well, guess this means you're fired.
I guess it does.
She wishes the mayor, who recently said he believes that...
You've got a little smoke inhalation. It isn't really serious, but I'd recommend it.
I'm not interested in your recommendation. I want out of this place right now. I'll spend another minute here.
Ms. Jessup, you probably shouldn't leave in this condition.
Oh, honey. I have had some conditions, and believe me, this is not one of them. Now, I don't know how I got in here, but I can tell you how I'm going to leave through that door right now.
Look, let me keep you here overnight just for observation.
Take a good look. Sydney, take me home.
I should have known you'd be drunk.
Sydney, please. I don't need a lecture right now. It was very, very nice of you to come. Thank you. Now just take me home.
I can't believe this. You have no idea, do you?
Don't take that tone with me.
Don't you know what happened?
Well, it could have been the radiator. It could have been the furnace. It could have been... they never got the thing right. I don't know.
You don't know because you were drunk. A neighbor saw somebody carry Beth out just in time, and it wasn't you. You were passed out on the lawn. You left my baby to die.
Bethy was there.
She's unconscious. She took in a lot of smoke. She's not responding to sound or anything.
Sydney.
No. You leave us alone. Okay.
If you can hear me, this is Elizabeth. And if you're really there, I can't imagine why you want to listen to me. But Kissinger always said, don't waste time with the middleman, go to the top. So, I could use some help here.
That saved a soul like me.
Excuse me. When a person is in a coma, they can hear what's going on around them. Is this true?
Sometimes. I've had several patients who respond to voices, music, and a regular soap opera.
Thank you.
Is this what you're looking for? Don't be afraid, Elizabeth. I'm an angel. I was sent to you, and I've been with you all this time.
It was you. You pulled Bethy out.
What else do you remember?
My cigarette. I started it.
Yes, you did.
God. Oh, my God. What have I done? You come to punish me.
No. Oh. God loves you.
Why?
Because you're Elizabeth. Not Elizabeth, the journalist or the prize winner or the alcoholic. But because you're you. God loves you. Elizabeth, this is not who you were created to be. You spent your whole life running and running, trying to catch up with something that was never there for you. But all you've done is go farther and farther away from that precious love that is always there for you. Now you've almost lost that completely.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. What am I gonna do?
You just did it.
Nurse! Nurse!
And it's really made a difference, and I just want to say thanks. So, thank you.
Thank you, David. So, do we have any newcomers today who'd like to introduce themselves? If you would just say your first name and anything about yourself that you feel comfortable sharing. Yes.
My name's Barry.
Hi, Barry.
Hi. Actually, this is my second time, but I didn't say anything before. I'm just back. That's all. That's all I can do right now.
Thank you, Barry. Anyone else? Well, I think we have some birthdays to celebrate today. So who wants to go first?
Hi. My name is Sydney, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Sydney.
Hi. And As of today, I've been sober for 1 year. I used to say that I was an alcoholic because my mother didn't love me. But nothing changed until I admitted that I was an alcoholic because I didn't love myself. I used to think my mother was so glamorous. She would go to the most exotic places. She would meet the most famous people and drink champagne in crystal glasses from Paris. I adored her. But I always knew that she was sorry that she had me. I guess I cramped her style. So I tried to make her happy that I was born. I drew her pictures. I sent her letters on the road. I tried so hard to be somebody that she could love. But I couldn't compete with the champagne. And the harder I tried, the more I saw myself through my mother's eyes, which was dull, unexciting, and stupid. And then one day I'm pouring a drink for myself in the afternoon, and my little girl comes in the house and she looks at me and she says, "Mommy, I'm so glad that you were born. And finally, for the first time in my life, so was I." Mom. Sydney.
I'm so sorry. And I'm so glad you were born. Happy birthday. Do you mind sharing it with me? Hello. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm an alcoholic.
Any marimba playing going on in there?
Beautiful music, Tess. Beautiful music.
That's gonna be some kind of interesting book of memoirs she's gonna write.
Aye, it'll be worth waiting for.
It always is, baby. It always is. I don't believe this. How can you be seasick? You mean to tell me all that time you spent on search and rescue, you never spent any time at sea? Well, how did you swing there?
I'm afraid of the water.
Say that again.
I never had to work near lakes and oceans. I always asked to be excused from those, and I was. Bad memories of the flood, I guess.
This is ridiculous. What is the first thing an angel says? Fear not. Be not afraid. Except for large bodies of water. Is that what you tell people?
I know there's nothing to be afraid of. I know it doesn't make any sense.
Well, actually, it makes good sense now. The thing you're terrified of is something she loves.
Who?
Your next assignment, Angela Evans. She's fighting a terrible fear. The kind that comes in the night and whispers in your ear till dawn and then sends you running to the sea just to get the voices to quit for a little while. But Angela's voices won't quit, not until her own voice drowns them out. And it's your job to help her speak up. Because if she doesn't, this will be the worst mistake of her life and her last. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time I tell you I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
As a young man growing up in this beautiful state, there were unpolluted rivers where I could fish, safe streets where I could walk, quality schools where I could lay a foundation for a real future for myself and my family. As senator, I make
hold it
this
up a minute,
commitment.
guys. Hey, it's sounding good. But you look like some real estate guy trying to sell the house. Look, Carter, what it needs is Angela.
She's not gonna do it.
Just have her stand next to you and smile.
All right, let me try. Hey.
Since when did you ever go fishing in a river?
Well, my dad took me fishing a couple of times. My mom made me stop after I caught that trout and left it in the back seat of the car.
Well, how come I can't get you to go on the boat with me?
Oh, you can. I'm just not interested in fishing, that's all. Hey, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll go fishing with you if you come with me and stand over there. Hmm?
No. Carter, I told you.
Oh,
No.
come on, baby.
No,
Look, you
no,
won't even
no.
have to say anything.
Carter, these guys are on a schedule.
Okay. All right. When I was a young man growing up in this beautiful state, there were unpolluted rivers where I could fish.
Hi.
Safe streets where
Hi.
I could walk. Quality schools.
some help there? You our new neighbor?
Brand new. Welcome, Monica.
Angela Evans.
Oh, Evans as in senator.
Well, as in Evans, the almost senator, we hope. This house has been empty for months. When did you move in?
Last night.
Oh, gosh, I've been so busy I didn't even notice. I would have helped or something.
Well, you still can. So I was thinking of planting a garden, but I was wondering what the weather is like this time of year.
Oh, well, it's kind of dry. There's not a lot of rain, you know. It's just kind of bad for gardens, but it's good for fishing.
Ah, so you're a fisherman?
Well, no, I just kind of like to sit in the boat and think, you know. I like the way the water makes the boat rock, you know. Back and forth and back and forth. It's the most peaceful feeling I know. I go out almost every afternoon. Would you like to join me sometime, maybe?
Sounds lovely. How do you have time to fish if you're running for senator?
Oh, that's not me. That's that's my husband.
Oh.
Yeah, one politician in the family is enough, believe me. Yeah, I write funding grants for children's programs in the city, and I volunteer at a center for disadvantaged preschoolers.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Well, we need volunteers.
And I need to be needed.
I love your accent. You must be from the old country, huh?
Yes, very, very old.
All I'm asking for is a little support here.
I am giving you all the support I can. I've given up everything except preschool just to work at headquarters. What more do you want, sweetie?
You know exactly what I want. I mean, anybody can answer the phone and stuff envelopes, but only you can be my wife.
You don't need a wife to win.
I need you to make winning matter.
It matters.
You know, I really don't understand. I mean, if it were you and the situation were reversed, I'd be standing right there by your side. Hell, you're as qualified as I am anyway.
More?
Is that it? Are you a little jealous because it's me and not you?
Yeah, right. Don't even try to start a fight with me, buddy. You know how proud I am of you. It's just that I like staying in the background. That's all.
What are you wearing?
I'm going to the boat.
We got a fundraiser here.
I just say?
Angela, you can't even just put on a dress and just sit there and smile?
No, I can't.
Angela!
I love what you've done with the place.
She's going to the lake.
I heard her. What about you?
Why couldn't she be a hiker or an aerobics freak or something?
So then I thought about sending her a card. You know, happy birthday, love, your dad. But then I thought, well, maybe she'd take offense, you know? Is that enough for the first time? I mean, I want to start slow, not scare her off.
You know, Lundy, after all these years, she doesn't want to hear what some greeting card writer thinks. She wants to hear what you think. Why don't you write her a letter?
I haven't seen her since she was 3. I don't know what she likes or what she thinks. Why don't I just put some money in the card?
Lundy, you coward. I'll tell you what. You write her a letter, and if you want me to read it first, I will. Okay?
On the house.
What do you think's going on?
People only carry on in the dark when they don't want you to see what they're doing.
Do you think they're having an affair? And then this little tiny bean, we put it in there and make sure that it's in there really good, sweetheart. This little bean sleeps in the ground for a long, long time, and then it grows into a big, big, beautiful plant.
What kind of plant?
Well, a bean plant, silly.
I hate beans.
You hate beans? How could you hate beans? Well, you wouldn't hate them if you knew them. Maybe we could give your bean a name. How could you hate a bean called Oscar?
Hi, Oscar. What's my bean?
Your bean's name is Seamus. Now, why don't you all go and water your beans? Why don't you all run over and water your beans, and I'll be over in a minute, okay?
You were great today.
Oh, I'm loving every minute of it.
Well, I've got some bad news. I wanted to take you on the boat today, but I can't.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, Carter finally talked me into one of those awful campaign fundraisers.
You really don't enjoy this campaigning, do you?
I'd give anything if you drop out of the race. Truth of the matter is, last thing I want to be right now is a senator's wife.
Anyway, I think I'm a little out of my element here, don't you?
I need an escort.
What you need is straps. That's what you need.
Where's your faith, my friend?
Just don't make any sudden moves, Monica.
Ooh, the angel of death is a prude. My, I'm learning a lot in this new job.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Colston Hotel. Please take your seats. We're ready to introduce our guest of honor. You know him as one of this state's strongest crusaders for environmental issues, a powerful advocate for children's rights, a leader in the fight for education reform, and the man who will bring this state and this
I'll be right back.
foundations for a real future. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Evans.
Thank you very much.
Show up anytime I want to.
What are you doing in my room? Get out of here! All right, then. You won't go? I will.
Monica, what are you doing here? I saw you leave the dinner with Marshall. The man who did this to you. Oh, Angela. How could you be in love with a man like that?
Is that what you think? I'm not in love with him, Monica. He's blackmailing me. Guess I finally got what I deserved, huh?
Nobody deserves that. Listen, let me get some help.
No, please, Monica, don't tell anybody about this.
Well, all right, I won't tell anyone, but, you know, you can talk to me.
I don't want to get you involved.
Let me be your friend, Angela. Whatever it is, you can trust me.
Funny, but I think that I can. When I was growing up, my father was a fry cook. We had nothing. I thought I was nothing. But he made me study really hard. So I got a scholarship to college. But I wasn't enough, and I thought I was going to have to drop out. Until I met Marshall.
Were you in love with him?
He pressed all the right buttons, you know. Money, class, self-esteem. He had it, I didn't. He could lift me up or take me all the way down with just a look. Then he started taking me to these parties. These pretty wild parties. And he started to introduce me to these other men. And I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden I was sleeping with these men, and they were leaving money.
Oh, Angela.
Marshall summed it all up with this easy philosophy about how I was using them as much as they were using me. And I guess I just went dead inside. And I told myself that it didn't really matter how I got the money.
How long did it last?
About a year. And then one day I was in a bookstore and I recognized one of the men that I'd spent the night with. And he was just staring at me. And then I realized that he wasn't seeing Angela. He was wondering what a whore was doing buying a book. So I disappeared after graduation and I moved out of state and I got my law degree at night. And I thought this was all behind me. I never dreamed that Carter would run for senator. But he did. And when he did, there was publicity. And then there was Marshall again.
And now he's blackmailing you.
So far, Carter hasn't noticed the drain on the finances. But Monica, if this ever got out, it would ruin him. It would ruin his whole campaign.
Oh, wait a minute. Forget about the campaign. What's at jeopardy here is your marriage.
The worst thing Carter could lose is you, Angela.
How am I gonna walk back in there and explain all of this? Oh, you get a mirror or something?
You don't need a mirror.
Bad, huh?
Let me see what I can do.
I am basically tired of politicians. Well, I am not a politician. I am just a man who can only make you one promise, that I will protect and serve the people and the state that I love. Carter Evans.
Sorry to call so early.
No, it's okay.
I need to speak with Mrs. Evans.
Yeah, sure, just one moment. It's for you.
Hello?
We're not finished yet, Angela.
Yes. Thank you. I will.
You bet you will.
There was a parent at school.
Angela, there's a press tour at the Children's Hospital, and, well, I think you would fit in perfect. Why don't you...
Please, please, Carter, don't make me do this again. I don't fit in.
Angela, when are we going to talk about this?
We are talking about it, and I'm not going to go. I'm going to the boat.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
By me this morning and I miss you.
Oh, hit the water early this morning, Lundy. Thanks. How's the weather coming?
I'm not much of a rider. Be honest.
This is beautiful, Lundy. If I were your daughter and I got a letter like this, I would definitely want to meet you.
So you think I should mail it?
Mail it.
Well, that's the problem. If I put my return address on it, she may tear it up before she even reads it. And if I don't, how will I know if it ever got there?
Deliver it yourself?
I can't do that. She lives in Idaho.
You know, there's great fishing in Idaho.
I don't know.
Let me tell you something, Lundy. I lived with my father my whole life, and I never knew him because he was too afraid to get to know me. Don't make the same mistake he did.
What are you going to do for bait while I'm gone?
Can I tell you a secret? I don't really fish.
I know. By golly, I'll do it.
Good for you.
And when I get back, I'll re-rivet the bottom of that boat so it doesn't leak so much.
Okay, that's your department, Lundy.
Hello.
Well, hi.
Hi. I hope you don't mind. I was worried about you and thought I'd try to track you down. What a beautiful place.
Now you know my secret. Another one. What'd you really come here for?
I wanted to talk to you about Marshall.
Forget it. No trouble talk on the lake. Those are my rules. Come on, let's go out on the boat.
No, I can't.
Why not?
I'm afraid of the water.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. I don't know why, I'm not supposed to be afraid of anything.
Well, everybody's afraid of something. Come on. Just touch it. Take a little step over here. Put your toe in it. Come on, Monica.
No.
Come on. Monica's a chicken. Come on.
No, I can't.
Monica's a chicken.
No, no.
Come on. Come on. It's just water. Come on, see? It's water. I'm not drowning. See?
Mrs. Evans, when is it going to grow?
We have to be patient, sweetheart. Give it some time.
Will it grow before you leave?
What do you mean? I'm not leaving.
My daddy says we're going to go to Washington, D.C. and move away.
Oh, well, we're not sure about that, Gregory, but if I do, it won't be for a long time.
Just let me know, okay?
I promise. What are these kids gonna think if this ever comes out?
You can stop it before it does.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. I took a step in the water. Now it's your turn.
But I know Marshall. He'll never quit. He'll keep showing up just when I'm not looking. You know, like last night.
But what if you find him first? You know, catch him by surprise, some public place where you feel safe, and tell him that you're not going to give him any more money.
I can't even find him. He always finds me first.
But if you could find him, you could do it, Angela. Meet him on your terms. Take the control away from him.
He's got the control because he's got the information.
But it's your word against his. Believe me, people like that will only go as far as you let them.
Okay, I'll do it. But I gotta find him first.
Oh, that can be arranged.
How?
I have friends in very high places.
You ruined my shot.
Good.
How'd you find me?
I've come to tell you that this business of ours is over.
Give me a minute, huh, guys? I'll catch up. Are you crazy? I told you I'd find you.
Well, I found you. And I'm telling you, you don't have control over me anymore. I'm not giving you another dime. I'm taking control now.
You've been reading those self-help books again, huh, honey? I own you, Angela. Don't you ever forget that.
It's just your word against mine. That's all you've got.
Well, actually, I have a lot more than my word. I like to have some insurance for days like this. Remember that party we had on the North Shore during that mayor's convention? Maybe that's why you love politics so much, huh? Yeah, remember?
I didn't know there was a camera.
Well, I'm a far-sighted kind of guy.
Oh, my God. I hate you.
You can keep the pictures. I have more. I think the best way to handle this in the future is to double next month's payment, okay? And don't ever try to find me again. Cheer up. Polls are looking good.
This will never end.
Good afternoon. I'm calling on behalf of Carter Evans. He's running for senator. Have you considered a candidate yet?
Yes,
May I
ma'am. He's
talk to
done more
you
for
a minute?
environmental issues and inner city kids than any candidate in the last 2 years.
Angela, phone call.
Of course I know what I'm talking about. He's my husband. Great. You won't regret it.
Well, to be honest, I'm rather apolitical myself, but I do encourage you to give Carter Evans fair consideration. Yeah, bye.
Thanks. Angela Evans.
I want the money now, Angela.
Yes,
I'll meet you at the bank in 10 minutes.
I understand. I've got to head out for some lunch. How does Chinese sound?
Ooh, Chinese food. Do they have pot stickers?
Pot stickers, is that what you like?
No, I've never had them. I just like the word.
Okay. Pot stickers it is, and when I get back, I'll help you out with the envelopes.
Oh, thanks, but I finished.
How did you do that?
I'm ambidextrous.
Angela, I've got a call from the Children's Hospital. They're expecting you there tomorrow for the press tour.
Sully, I told you I've got my own way of helping out, and public appearances is not one of them.
Look, Angela.
Sully.
I gotta tell you, just between you and me, he can't win this thing without you. Now, I know you love him, so why don't you help him? You do love him, don't you?
Of course I do.
Who's Marshall? Thinking of you?
I have no idea.
Did you get the flowers?
Yes.
I hope no one got the wrong idea. There's only 9,000 here.
I can't withdraw the full amount or they're reported. I'll have the other 1,000 for you tomorrow.
Hey, waiting now. Make it 2,000.
Marshall, I can't. After this, there's nothing left. I'm all tapped out.
Maybe we should think of something else. Maybe I should volunteer on the campaign. Yeah, Carter wins, I'll be closer to the power.
Leave Carter out of this.
I want the money tomorrow, Angela. Or I'll ask Carter for it.
Hey.
Hi.
So, how was the boat?
It was fine. How was the reception?
What do you care?
I do care, you know that.
I don't know what you care about anymore, Angela.
Carter, I want to help, just not the way you want me to. You've got to let me find my own way, okay?
Yeah. Look, Sully's got to put together a campaign disclosure report. We need a complete rundown of our finances. You think you can put our bank statements together?
You need the bank statements?
Yes, I need the bank statements. You think you can do that for me, Angela?
Yeah.
If you do that, I promise. I won't ask you for anything else, okay?
Hi. Hi. I saw your lights on.
Come on in.
Thanks. Carter has to release his financial statements.
How about some coffee?
That would be great. Thank you. Marshall wants more money. And he's threatening to tell Carter. Carter will barely even speak to me. All he wants is the bank records. I'm sorry to drag you into this, Monica, but you're the only one I can talk to.
That's what I'm here for. How much do you take? I've never actually made coffee before.
Here, let me help you with that. You know, it's funny. You seem to have all this wisdom, but you don't know how to make a cup of coffee.
That's the spice of life, I think. Everyone's on a different schedule. Maybe this is the night I'm supposed to learn how to make coffee. And maybe this is the night you're supposed to tell Carter the truth.
You know, I've rehearsed that moment 100 times. Sometimes I write it in a letter. Sometimes I say it at the door with my bags already packed. And sometimes I just say it on the phone because I can't bear to see his eyes when he looks at what it is he really married. But no matter how I practice it, it always ends in goodbye.
You've got to trust his love, Angela.
How can I expect him to forgive me when I can't even forgive myself? I was supposed to be this dynamic activist. And now all I do is I sit in my boat and I thank God that another day has passed and my secret is still safe.
You can't spend your life sitting in a boat staying safe. That's no life.
Listen to you. At least I'm in the boat. You can't even get your feet wet.
So I'll see you at preschool in the morning then.
If I couldn't teach anymore, would you consider taking my place?
That won't happen.
I'm glad I met you, Monica.
Me too.
Good night.
This is a very serious situation.
What do you mean?
Stay close to your friend, Monica. Her decision is at hand.
What decision?
Well, there's no telling what decision a woman will make when she doesn't respect herself.
Something's happening to me, Tess. I'm afraid.
Like being afraid of the sea? Sometimes we're afraid of what we can't control. But Angela is going to make her decision to let her secret free or to bury it deeper.
I wish I could make that decision for her.
That's not what love does.
I've never had a friend before.
Well, what am I, chopped liver?
You know what I mean. The more I get to know about human beings, the more I get to know about myself.
Well, while you're learning about human beings, I wish you'd learn to make a good cup of coffee.
Sully, have you seen Angela?
I wish.
Adam, I'm looking for Angela. Have you seen her? She forgot her life preserver.
No, she didn't forget it. Damn, I hate suicides. The hardest part of my job.
Has she?
Not yet.
Then there's still time?
He can't interfere. Come on, Monica, you know that. It's her decision.
Adam, if I could just make her see what she's doing.
Evans is not going to be your teacher anymore.
Did she go to Washington, D.C.?
No, she went to a place a little farther away.
But she was going to help me make this grow.
Angela, look.
I knew there was something wrong with the bottom of that boat. I was going to re-rivet it when I got back. Never had a woman who was a friend before, you know. I think I just lost my best friend.
Oh, Angela, think of what you're doing.
If she changes her mind, you won't have much time. You know, the water's very cold.
I know. What about your husband?
Evans withdrew from the race last week after his wife's body was found on the shores of Mystery Lake, the victim of an apparent boating accident. A close college friend of Angela Evans suggests that her death was in fact a suicide, a failed effort to cover up the preschool teacher's past as a high-class call girl.
It was one of those things, kind of a double life. I tried to get her to come clean. It's always better that way, you know. But she was just afraid what her husband might do. She confided to me many times that he had been quite violent.
No. No, God. God, help me.
It's all right.
Monica.
I got you. Don't be afraid, Angela. Hold on. Adam, is she?
Alive and back on schedule.
Oh, thank God. Angela. Angela.
Are you?
Shh, shh, shh. Just relax.
You saved me. Are you?
I am an angel.
Like a real angel. Sent by him.
Sent by God, Angela.
I knew there was something about you. Something so strong. Something so fearless. Something I always wanted to be.
Shh. Look at me. Look at me, Angela. You are strong. You had the courage to make a sacrifice to save someone that you loved. And you taught me a lesson today. That love erases fear. For when I saw you out there, I would have dived into the deepest ocean to bring you back.
It might not have been such a good idea.
You made the choice, Angela. You want to live. You just don't want to live like this.
But I can't change the past. Can you?
But all you need to know about the past is that no matter what has happened, it has all worked together to bring you to this very moment. And it is this moment, right now, when you can choose to make everything new.
You know something about almost dying?
No, actually, I don't.
Well, all of a sudden, there's not a whole lot more to be afraid of.
She's the one who substituted today. Tess, this is Angela.
It's awfully nice to see you.
Hi.
Especially since we've been walking around this block 45 minutes waiting for you to get here.
Mrs. Evans, I missed you.
I missed you too, sweetie. And what do we have here?
It's Oscar. He grew.
That's Oscar? Well, he did grow, didn't he?
Well, we all have our little idiosyncrasies. You don't like water, and I'm not much on patience.
It's amazing, huh? Sit down. I need to talk to you about something. Please? I would never do anything to hurt you. You know that. And I've been staying in the shadows because there's something about me that could hurt you if it ever got out.
Go on.
Carter, do you remember when we first met? Do you remember how long it took me before I could let you make love to me? Do you remember that? Do you remember when I cried when you told me that you loved me? When I finally believed that you loved me? Well, that's because you were the first man. Carter, I put myself through school as a call girl. I was desperate for money, or I thought I was, and I just did it. I just did it. I closed my eyes and my heart, and I just did it. And it only lasted for a year. But when you started campaigning, the guy that got me into all of that started to blackmail me. And that's why I've been so distant. I'm sorry.
And I thought you were having an affair.
No.
I thought you didn't love me anymore.
I love you so much, I would leave if I thought it would help.
The most important thing in my life is not being senator. It's you. Loving you. Who you are, who you were, who you want to be.
I guess I should have told you years ago.
I would have married you anyway. Hey. Tell me about this guy.
Oh, he's out of control. I've completely tapped out the savings. And I think if he can't scare you, he'll just go to the press.
What do you think if we go to them first?
I think if it comes out, better it comes out on our terms.
That's what I'm thinking. Are you up for it?
I'm not afraid anymore.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming out. I realize it's a little last minute, but I have an announcement to make. As we gear up for the last part of this campaign, there is something my wife and I feel is necessary to share with you.
A few years ago, during a very difficult time in my life, I made a big mistake.
Well,
I'm doing it.
all I see is your little angel butt sitting on that seat.
You know, Tess, sometimes you can be really pushy.
That's what friends are for.
Go.
What are you thinking about, Tess?
You remember that man who lived around here about 200-300 years ago, got lost in a blizzard?
Yes. Yes, I do. I led him to a cave.
He spent that winter ice fishing and concocting stories to tell to his tribe when he got back home.
I remember. He told them later that it was the most wonderful season of his life. He said that he had met himself that year.
People too busy to meet themselves anymore. Everybody's faxing and modeming and onlining and inputting, downloading and overnighting. You don't like it? Change the channel. Push the button, escape, delete. You know, you can say anything to anybody, anywhere in the world, in seconds. But it still takes as much time as it ever took to know a soul, or mend a broken heart, or give birth to a child. Even in this world of change, some things just don't. And children like her, they get lost in the in-between.
What's her name?
Cassie. It's Cassie.
Dr. Klein, paging Dr. Klein. Telephone, please, Dr. Klein. Dr. Kara, surgery, please.
I had a bag. Oh, my bag.
It's all here, Cassie. It's all right. Don't be afraid. I'll be with you all the time, and before you know it, you'll be holding your beautiful wee baby in your arms.
No, I won't.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Keep breathing, Cassie. It's almost over.
I can't. It hurts.
I know, love. I know, but you're doing so well. Cassie, is there anyone outside you'd like to have in here with you?
I don't want anyone to see me like this. I just want to get it over with. Oh, another one's coming. I can't do it. I just gotta get out of here.
Take my hand. Cassie, take my hand. Is that your flute over there? Do you play in the orchestra in school? Cassie, I want you to imagine right now that you're playing a beautiful flute solo. A strong, simple melody. Can you hear it? And now the melody is joined by an oboe and a clarinet and a horn. Listen. Listen. And now the strings take it up, playing faster, driving the tune into a wild symphony. And the percussion arrives, and the whole orchestra crescendos into a powerful wave of sound that the flute is cresting way up on the top of until it's over. I'm glad you're a classical musician. I don't think we'd get the same effect with heavy metal.
Craig's band used to do metal, and then they went punk.
Craig?
Craig. He's the...
Craig.
$1 million baby, $1 million baby in the 5 and 10 cent store.
I'm telling you, it's happening right now. Can you believe this? As soon as Craig gets in, you tell him to get it over here or I'll kill him. Yeah, she's here. But listen. They're here too. Them. The parent people.
Joanne. Hi.
How long has she been?
She went into labor about 6 hours ago. They say she's really close.
Is Cassie all right?
Cass? I haven't been in there. She wants to be alone, I guess.
It's strange, isn't it? The happiest day of our lives must be one of the hardest ones for you.
Oh, it's, I never had a grandchild before. It's just a little tough to get one and lose one all on the same day.
But you and Cassie are always welcome in our home, you know that.
Oh, I'd better call my manager. Looks like I'm not gonna make my shift. Shannon, you call your mom and tell her you're here?
She's getting acrylics done on her nails tonight.
Who's having the baby?
Well, we're not calling it having a baby. We're calling it giving birth.
Really?
Yeah, it's a temporary situation. See, my friend, she's giving birth. They're getting the baby. Actually, I was very instrumental in the whole selection process, you know.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cassie. Take a deep breath. Now hold it. Push. 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 Okay, relax. Relax now.
You're doing it, Cassie. You're almost there.
Let's try again. Deep breath. Hold it. Push. Push. Here comes the head. Keep pushing. It's a girl.
I know. Oh, I've never seen it from this side before. Oh, isn't it something?
How long have you been working on OB? Don't remember seeing you around here before.
But I've been working upstairs. Can I please get out of here now?
Don't you want to see your baby, Cassie?
You're just in time. She's hungry. She's an angel.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Something about a baby. I'll just drop anything to be near where they are.
Amber says don't worry about cheerleading practice because they're pushing tryouts back for another month. That's a whole 4 weeks to lose weight. And Randallin, she says hi and you owe her $20, but don't worry about that. And Jane Gerberding, she's being the typical snob that she is and says that you should...
Hi.
Hi, Craig. Nice of you to drop by. So, where were you last night while this poor woman writhed in agony?
Shut up, Shannon.
I left the gig as soon as I heard, but the van broke down about 50 miles outside of Fort Harris.
How was the show?
It was great. I mean, they were really into it, especially the new songs.
Cool. This is Craig.
Hello, Craig. I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah, well.
Monica got me through last night. She's really into music.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I used to be in a choir. I'll be outside if you need me.
Shannon, you need some privacy.
Oh, right. Just remember, privacy got you into this.
You okay? Did it hurt?
Yeah. But I'm okay now.
The guy last night who owns the club, he really liked the band. And he wants us to play for 6 weeks straight.
In Fort Harris?
Yeah. I mean, it's not LA, but this guy owns clubs all over the place. If he likes us, we could be on the road for a year. The only problem is I have to go back tonight.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm really proud of you.
But you could come and visit or something, on weekends. If you want. I mean, it's a long haul, but when you're ready, after this. I think I saw them. The Feldmans. They were holding her. Can they do that yet?
The nurse asked me. I said I was okay. I'm just gonna be theirs anyway.
We're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in a year, I get a record deal. You graduate, then...
What did she look like?
She's awesome.
Hi.
Miss Peters.
I'm glad you're here, Craig. We can take care of this all at once. These are the final release papers. The lawyers filled everything out, so all you have to do is sign twice here. And here. Good. Done.
I'll call you.
The doctor said you could come home tomorrow. I think the sooner that you get back to school and move on, the better.
That's what everybody says.
How are you feeling?
Mother, I feel awful. I feel like a truck ran over me.
When I had you, I cried for a week.
Thanks.
Honey, that's not what I meant. I meant I understand. See you tonight.
What are you reading?
Legal stuff. Give up the baby stuff.
That must have been a very difficult decision for you.
Not really. I always said that if I got pregnant, this is what I'd do. So when it happened, it was kind of like a fire drills at school, I just knew what to do automatically.
Except that a fire drill isn't the same as a fire, huh?
I took a nap this afternoon. And when I woke up, my hands were like this. I spent 9 months pretending something wasn't there. Now that it's gone, I think I miss it. I know I'm not supposed to see the baby, because then I won't want to give her up. And the baby won't want to go either. But all I can think of is that down that hall, there's a part of me that I may never see again. What's it gonna be like in 20 years if I never saw her? What's it gonna be like if I did? What should I do?
Cassie, that's a decision that only you can make. But I believe that if you truly make that decision out of nothing but love, it will be a decision that you can live with.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to see my baby.
Sure. Peters, I'll be right back.
Southbound train now boarding platform 2. Yes.
I'd like a ticket to Fort Harris.
That'll be $38.50.
For one person?
Yep.
How far could I get for 20?
Transfield.
Great. Thanks. Okay, baby. Let's go see your daddy.
Good morning, Cassie. Isn't it a lovely day?
She must have said something to you. You're the one she talks to.
She didn't tell me. I mean, I don't know where she went. Unbelievable as that is.
Shannon, this is not the time to be covering for her. This is serious.
I swear I don't know.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I just need to find... What's wrong? Is the baby all right? The baby's not here. Cassie took her.
How did this happen?
I have no idea.
Does this mean that we've lost our baby?
I don't know. I don't even know if I've lost mine.
Mr. Walker, please call extension 244.
Monica, is the baby?
No.
Is Cassie?
Both gone.
And just where were you when this was going on anyway, Miss Wings?
You see, Tess, there's this wee girl up on the 3rd floor, and she's having an operation today, and she was really terrified about it, so I thought I'd sit with her for...
Maybe I should just resign.
What?
No. I'll transfer back to Revelations and Annunciations. At least there what I said was taken seriously. That little girl's operation was under control. And we thought Cassie and the baby were under control, too. Well, you just have to go get them.
Well, I know, and I better hurry.
As much as I hate to say this, take the car.
You would trust me with the car?
No, but what choice do I have? But just let me say this. If I see one nick in my paint job...
Don't worry about it, Tess.
Just give it a little gas before you start it. Not a lot or you'll flood it. And the left turn signal sticks.
It'll be just fine. I promise. I'll take care of it. Now, I
better get going.
I know it's just a car, but it's my car.
Monica, what are you doing here?
You left so suddenly this morning I didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
Did you follow me?
In a way. I borrowed my friend's car.
But I took the train hours ago.
It's got a lot of get up and go. How's the wee one? Oh, there now, darling. There now. Oh, she's lovely.
What kind of nurse are you? Or aren't you a little far from the hospital?
I'm a floater. I go where I'm needed. Where are you going?
I'm going to see Craig. He's playing in Fort Harris.
Fort Harris? Such an exotic sounding name. I think I'd like to go there. Do you want a lift?
If this is some way of trying to get me to go back.
No, it's a way of getting you where you want to be. Oh, she's lovely. Oh, I forgot.
Where did that come from?
Oh, my friend. She likes to be prepared.
I leave it alone. There's so much awfulness I want to see. But what do you want?
Hold on, guys. I need a minute.
Okay, guys. Take 5.
Cass, what happened?
I think I changed my mind. You were right. And she is awesome.
I think I'll check out the band. Hello. Hello. It sounds lovely. In an alternative sort of way.
What are you doing here?
I held her, Craig. I just couldn't let go. Aren't you glad to see me?
Oh, I'm sure. It's just that, we gotta practice. Hey, kid, want a drink? Cool it, man.
Come on, Craig. I mean, can't we just go and talk?
Cass, I can't go anywhere. I gotta practice.
Craig, you've got responsibilities now. Grow up. Act like you're supposed to. You're a father now.
Oh, come on, Cass.
No, Craig, you come on.
I signed the papers. And I gave her up. I thought that's what you wanted me to do.
Well, it's obviously what you wanted to do.
Cass, I love you. It's just that...
What?
It's just that there's things I want to do, Before I become a father.
You already are one, Craig.
Damn it, Cass. What are you doing here? I mean, what do you want from me? I can't do anything. The baby belongs somewhere else now, and so do you. And so do I. We made a mistake. Not a family.
We made a mistake. And a baby.
So don't make her pay for it.
Forget it. I'll do this myself.
What?
Keep the baby. And I don't care if you hope or not. So just go get drunk or something.
Cass.
Craig, just drop dead. Monica, can I keep riding with you?
I'll be here as long as you need me. Maybe she's hungry.
Maybe she knows her daddy doesn't want her. What's today?
Sunday.
Do you have any kids, Monica?
No. But to be honest, I've often wondered what it would be like.
Changes everything. A few months ago, a few weeks ago even, I would have spent Sunday with Shannon at a mall or a movie. I'd practice my flute for a while. I don't think I'm ever gonna have another Sunday like that. But the funny thing is, when I look at her, it's okay.
Where are you going?
Well, thanks for the room, but I can take it from here.
Oh, Cassie, this is something you don't have to do alone.
Well, if Craig's not going to be a part of it, there's no other way for me to do it.
Why don't you call your mother?
My mother doesn't care. She thinks I'm a screw-up. Maybe I am. Look, I'll get a job and I can stay here for a while. This place is pretty cheap by the week. I'll be fine. Promise.
What is this? A flute? Looks kind of beat up. I'll give you $50 for it.
$50, it's worth $1,000. My mother made payments on it for 2 years.
Yeah, well, what would your mother say if she saw you pawning it then?
I think she'd understand.
There's not much demand for flutes in this neighborhood. $100, take it or leave it. Little sister gonna miss hearing you play that flute.
She never heard me.
Well, it's not the Ritz, but it's a great view of the sign.
Oh, I wish they were somewhere else, Tess, but it's all she could afford. And only for 2 nights. After that...
After that, she's gonna have to start making some decisions.
Tess, what am I supposed to be doing with Cassie? Am I supposed to get her to go back to the Feldmans? Or am I supposed to help her to keep her baby?
You're supposed to help her become a good mother. Now, that's all I can tell you.
I'm not sure I know what a good mother is.
Oh, you'll know one when you see one.
Well, it isn't the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper.
Adam, what are you doing here?
Just hanging around.
I'm beginning to worry about you, son. You're not starting to burn out, are you?
Nah, I was made for this kind of work.
Well, taking people home to their reward can wear a soul down, especially if you feel misunderstood. Hang in there.
Thanks, Tess. Listen, I have some information about the Peters baby.
But you don't handle babies.
Just thought I'd pass the information along. The baby's very sick.
Sick? How sick?
The doctors won't get these test results until tomorrow morning, but by then...
Cassie, wake up. Cassie, the little one is very ill. You must take her to a hospital. Cassie, wake up.
Monica? Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Come on, baby, wake up. What's wrong with you?
Dr. Cottrell. Dr. Janet Cottrell. Hello?
Cassie, honey?
Dr. Phil Parker. Emergency admitting.
You're right in assuming that you don't have any insurance.
Insurance? No, I don't think so.
Okay, well then I need to get your address and your phone number.
I don't live here. I've been staying in a motel.
Okay, well, I need the phone number of the hotel.
I don't know. It's the Great Little Lodge.
Get ready to the line.
How about place of employment?
I've been looking.
Honey, do you know your blood type?
No.
Sit down. Roll up your sleeve. I'll need to draw some blood. Okay, are you an emancipated minor?
I don't know.
Well, where are your parents?
I'm glad you got her in when you did, Miss Peters. She's a very sick little girl.
Squeeze.
Miss Peters, we think your baby has hemolytic anemia. What that means is you and your baby probably have different blood types. And your body has made antibodies against the baby's red blood cells. if there were some new red blood cells by transfusion, she could die.
Die?
You're very lucky you got in here when you did. After the baby's transfusion, she's going to have to stay in the hospital for a few days until all of your antibodies have been cleared from her bloodstream. The nurse is going to give you some consent forms to sign.
We'll give you an update on your baby in about an hour.
Monica? Monica?
Cassie? Cassie?
Monica. The baby. The baby.
The baby's going to be just fine.
She could have died because of me, because of my blood. I almost killed her.
No, it's not your fault. You did nothing wrong, Cassie. And now you saved the baby.
How am I gonna take care of her? I never knew being a mother would feel like this. It's so every moment. I'm just a kid. I'm not a good mother.
Cassie, you are a good mother because you know what it is to love your baby more than yourself.
But how do I know the Feldmans are the right parents for her?
Well, no one knows the future, Cassie. I can tell you this. Your daughter's going to have a wonderful life. She's going to have freckles just like you. And she'll have skinned knees and maybe a broken arm. But she'll win the 4th grade spelling bee and she'll become president of her sophomore class. And she'll fall in love a few times. Oh, and Cassie, she'll play the violin in the Chicago Symphony Orchestra.
How do you know that?
Because I'm an angel.
You mean like a psychic or something?
No, this is not a prediction, Cassie. It's a message. Do you remember when you were a child and you used to pray at night, "Please, God, let me make beautiful music"? Well, that prayer will be answered for generations to come because the beautiful music, it started with you.
She's just gonna yell at me.
Why don't you give her a chance?
Come with me?
Mm-mm. You found a mother for your baby. Now it's time to find your own.
Mom?
Thank God. The baby?
She's okay. She's outside with a friend.
I've been making dinner every night, you know, just in case.
I know. I screwed up, Mom.
I don't know. Maybe you did what any other mother would do given the circumstance. You'd made your decision. The Feldmans were there. Everything was planned, except for how you'd feel. That's the only thing that no one thought of. I'm sorry. When I walked into that empty hospital room, I was so afraid that I would never see you again. And I knew how you must be feeling. We both know that we can't keep her, Cassie. But I will never, never blame you for wanting to.
Oh, Mom. I'm gonna miss her so much.
No, baby. I know.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Ben and I have learned a lot about faith as we waited for our baby to join our lives. For that reason, the name Faith seems perfect for this little baby girl. It means so much to have you here with us today, Cassie.
Thank you. I'm sorry for the worry I caused you. I just needed some time. But we've had that time together. Faith and I. She's ready to be your little girl now. But if it's okay, can I spend one last moment alone with her? I'll never forget you.
I hope not.
You won't remember this, baby, but I will.
And you got your assets, liquid and non-liquid, plus your odd dividend or two, and several very chancy global mutual funds.
Do I really need to know all this?
Honey, you are plunging into the lion's den. You're gonna be dealing with a lawyer.
Well, then shouldn't I be learning more about the law?
Oh, baby, this isn't about the law. It's about a man who happens to be a lawyer who handles estates, wills, inheritance, the things people leave behind that they think are important. The poor fella lives in fear of anything that isn't signed, sealed, and delivered.
Oh, Tess, I wish you were here. I've never dealt with a lawyer before.
Well, get used to it. They make up a lot of our business. Now, I'm still going to be hung up here for a while with this TV anchor man. I'm having a devil of a time convincing him he's not the second coming. Now, get going, baby, and remember, God loves lawyers, too.
Here, let me. Hello, I'm Monica. I'm your new assistant.
You think I need an assistant? They say I need one. Oh my God, they're gonna fire me. I'm Charles Hibbert. They're gonna fire me.
I don't think so, Mr. Hibbert.
I'm toast.
May I call you Charles?
As long as I'm here, I guess. Do you enjoy state work? Have you had any experience with living wills? We're getting a lot of living wills now, you know.
Living wills? No, these are fascinating.
Thank you. They're all authentic. This is an actual mortgage payment check signed Ernest Hemingway. It's late. It's an actual promissory note signed by Abraham Lincoln.
Wow.
And this is my prize.
Hey, wait.
Yes, Mr. McGregor.
Did you make the final distribution on the Wellesley estate?
Yes, I just tracked down the last heir a minute ago, a distant niece.
Well, what are you standing here for? Chop, chop. I want this case closed yesterday. Take what's her name and show her the ropes. Flipper!
Yes, sir, Mr. McGregor.
I'm definitely fired. Boy, that was fun. Driving along? Robin Dunwoody?
Yo.
My name is Charles Hibbert. I'm a lawyer with McGregor and Will. We represent the estate of your late Uncle Wellesley.
I don't have an Uncle Wellesley.
Actually, you do.
No, I don't think so. Want a grape?
Miss Dunwoody, whether you remember your Uncle Wellesley or not, he remembered you in his will. May I see some ID, please?
I have an Uncle Wellesley. $200,000? Wow.
Please, sign here, please.
This is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've got an uncle and $200,000. This is way cool.
Oh, look at that signature, huh? Big round O's, curly Y. She'll probably put it in straight savings at 2.25%.
I think she's rather nice. I'm glad that we met her.
Well, I'm just glad I finally did something to get on McGregor's good side.
Oh, Mr. Hibbert?
Yes, Mr. McGregor.
I'd like you to meet Robin Dunwoody. She's been out of the country until recently.
Robin Dunwoody?
Yeah, you idiot. She's Wellesley's niece. You gave the money to the wrong woman.
Oh, dear.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Charles? Charles, are you all right? Charles?
Oh, Mr. McGregor, I don't know what to say.
I do.
You're fired. Thank you.
I'm going to sue you for every last dollar.
Miss Dunwoody, please, let's not get precipitous.
Can't we just stop payment on the check?
It's been cashed.
Oh, God.
Then all we need is to ask the other Robin Dunwoody to return the money. Then Miss Dunwoody here can have her inheritance, and Mr. Hibbert can get his job back.
Oh, I wouldn't bet on that.
How can he get the money back if he doesn't work here anymore, you idiot?
How do you propose to retrieve the funds, Mr. Hibbert?
Well, just give us a chance. I can tell that Charles has a plan brewing right now as we speak.
Get the money. You can have your job back.
Thank you, Mr. McGregor. I assure you, nothing like this will ever happen again. Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that another Robin Dunwoody could...
She better be here. She better have the money, or
what?
Or I'll be labeled an imbecile. I'll be expelled from McGregor and Will. Never again will I execute the provisions of a living trust. Never again will I contest a will.
Charles, sometimes endings are just opportunities.
Sometimes endings are just endings. Miss Dunwoody, I need to speak to you. It's urgent. Miss Dunwoody, it's Charles Hibbert. There's been a slight mistake.
She don't live there no more.
What do you mean? I saw her here yesterday.
She moved on. It's my camper. I rent to her. She paid up, moved out, gone.
She paid up?
What are you, boyfriend?
No. I'm a lawyer.
Lawyer, huh? I said I don't know. Hey, too much water. They're all dying. I told you. Now what am I going to do? What?
How do you know they're all dying? They're very hardy, you know. Sometimes they just need a little coaxing.
Dying is dying. See?
I bet a bunch of these would look nice in Robin's new place.
$2,500 square feet, say $350 per square foot. First and last month down, security deposit. Oh, my.
Well, at least she hasn't decorated yet.
What's the wall?
Delivery for Robin Dunwoody?
This does not bode well.
Sign here, please.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, you guys. Oh, cool. It's here. Isn't it great?
Reminds me of an old friend of mine.
Miss Dunwoody, don't you ever lock your doors? You know, people get killed that way.
When I lived in Bali, we didn't even have doors. But thank you for asking. Want a bite?
Am I to assume you purchased these items with the money we gave you yesterday?
Yes. It was incredible. All my life, I've wanted to spend an entire day in a shoe store and not even look at the prices.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to give those back.
Yeah, I know they make my calves look really fat.
I have no opinion about your calves, but you see,
There's been a wee bit of a mistake.
that's right. You see, you're the wrong Robin Dunwoody. You don't have an Uncle Wellesley.
No Uncle Willie?
No. So, I'm afraid you're going to have to give us the money back.
I thought you said it was mine.
Well, I thought it was.
But that's not my fault. You made me take it.
Well, now I'm making you give it back.
How much?
How much? All of it.
But I spent some of it.
How much?
Well, the shoes, the hang glider, the accordion. When I was a little girl, I had a kind of father thing for Myron Florin. You know the guy from Lawrence Welk? He played the accordion. Oh, and my sarcophagus. I've always wanted something Egyptian.
Did you buy any furniture?
No. So I was going to start with the sarcophagus and then just, decorate around it. So I guess I didn't spend that much.
What are we talking here?
Well, $70,000.
I'm not having a very good day.
I wouldn't say that. You're doing fine.
Would you like some chamomile tea? It's very good for the nerves.
I don't want any tea. I want my $200,000 back.
How about 130?
I want it all. I want it all. I want my money back.
I thought it was Uncle Wellesley's.
You don't have an Uncle Wellesley.
It would have been nice to have an uncle. Or something. Even somebody twice removed. I haven't had a lot of experience with relatives.
Well, you're going to have a lot of experience with prison if you don't get that $200,000 back.
Hey! You made me take it! God, I said I didn't have an Uncle Wellesley. You said, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. You said, yes, you do. So here's the money. Here's the rest of it.
You've been carrying this money around in your purse? What does it mean when it's faster than you can blink?
Miss Dunwoody.
Call me Robin.
Robin, I know how disappointed you are, but you see, Mr. Hibbert really needs to recover the entire amount of money.
I know, and I would give it back if I could, but I told you I spent it.
Well, then we'll just have to return everything. Everything?
Yes, everything.
I need a hand to take the pain away. I can't think about yesterday. I wanna see which way to go. Just get me to tomorrow, Sunday. I'm gonna find my way out. Make my thing. Get me to the next day. Got to see the way to go.
I'm sorry, but there's no food allowed in the store.
How on earth could one person buy so many shoes, so many ugly shoes?
I cried because I had no shoes until I met a man who had no taste.
Who said that?
I did.
What are you doing, girl? You're not going to start prancing around in these sexy things, are you?
No. Tess, isn't it amazing the different ways people think of to protect their feet?
That's nothing. Look what they think of when they start trying to protect their hearts.
Charles? Poor dear. I can't even see his heart from here.
Then you just got to get closer. Let me see that one.
Which one?
Over there. That little red number. I could really do some damage in that.
And 4. There you go, $1,254.62.
Wait a minute. There's a pair missing.
Oops.
I can't take these back. They've been customized.
Customized?
This is what they should look like. Hers have been ruined.
Where were you raised? Mars?
Listen, buddy. I've been supporting myself since I was 16. This is called independent thinking. Gotta try it sometime.
Can't we just prorate the return?
Absolutely not.
But the toes represent a very small portion of the shoe. 3-4% tops.
Charles, Robin needs something to wear. She can't walk around barefoot.
Why not? She's probably walked around nude.
Come on. You want the rest of the money back, don't you?
Okay. But I'm writing this down.
Thanks, Charlie.
See that building over there?
Yeah.
I was gonna rent that. Go into business.
Oh, dear.
Maybe someday you still can. What will it be? A combination laundromat, disco. You know how single people are always going to laundromats? I mean, what better place to meet other singles, right? You have a drink at the bar while you wash and you dance while you dry. I was gonna call it splash dance.
Why don't you just call it Dance and Dry?
Oh, that's cool. I'll think about it.
What could you have possibly bought here?
Nothing. I paid off my ex-boyfriend's bookie. Maybe Smokey will give it back.
Bookie? Maybe we should just forget about this one. How much did your boyfriend owe?
$17,000.
$17,000?
Yeah, $17,000. Hey, Smoke Man.
Hey. Who's the new boyfriend?
I am not a boyfriend.
Robin, you married this?
He's not my husband, Smokey. I just came to get my money back. You got anything to eat?
What do you mean back?
Well, you see, the money wasn't really hers, so it wasn't really hers to give away.
And so that's supposed to make me give it back?
You know, bookmaking is illegal.
So is putting jerks in comas.
Tell you what. One game, stripes and solids.
Give me a break.
Oh, come on. Just a friendly game. You don't seem very busy. I would have taken you for a lot of things, Mr. Smokey. But a chicken isn't one of them.
Okay, babe, you're on.
Your break.
Solid. Stripes and solids. Smoking.
Okie dokie, Smokey. 4 ball. Side pocket. And the 6 ball left corner. Not forgetting my favorite. Number 7 in that corner. One and 3. Into the corner, into the 2 opposite corner, into the 5 side pocket, kissing the 8.
What are you, delusional? The cue ball's blocked by the 8.
Oh! Oh!
Whoa!
Where did you ever learn to play like that?
Well, I once worked in a pool hall as a sort of security guard.
I've been looking for a woman like you. I'd give anything to learn how to make a shot like that.
Really? How about $17,000?
Right.
Oh, come on. With a trick shot like that, a betting man could easily make that back in a night.
Tell you what. I'll have the money by 3. You show me this shot, I'll give you the money.
3 a.m. here?
That's when things just start warming up, dude.
Touched by an Angel will continue.
He's not giving the money back. I'm gonna die here. We're sitting here waiting for someone to come murder us. This was not the way I was going to go.
Oh, you got that all planned, huh?
Irregular heartbeat, 73% probability I'll be gone before I'm 40. Although the odds are going up.
When I go, I'd like it to be meaningful. I would like to go saving someone else's life.
Have you made out your will? It's never too early, you know.
Is that all you ever think about? Death? And your job?
Death is my job, and my job is my life.
Well, at least if something does happen, I'll die with my boots on. Thanks to you.
Monica, come here and fix my vertical, will you?
How's life on the 6 o'clock news?
My anchor man. That boy's gonna end up doing the farm report in Peoria if he doesn't start listening to old Tess. But please, don't get me started. How's your lawyer?
Did you hear what he said? He has a heart problem.
He could die.
Yes, I heard what he said. When are you going to learn to stop hearing and start listening, Miss Wing? Is he dead?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? Look over there and tell me, is the man dead?
Well, no.
Don't you be worrying about how much time he's got. That's all taken care of. You just worry about how he spends it. And with whom.
Robin?
She's got the cure to that man's real heart trouble.
Robin?
The Lord, he moves in mysterious ways.
You know, I was thinking that there's no need for us to stay here until 3 o'clock. Maybe you two would like to go someplace, have a nice dinner, and we could all come back later.
Well, once I leave, I don't know if I could come back.
Oh, come on, Charlie. Let's get out of here. Go someplace nicer.
Oh, yeah, much better.
Come on, Charles. It used to be an old man's club. Moose's or something.
Moose! The plural is singular.
Oh, sure, I'd love to.
I can't help but wonder which one of those kids I'm going to see later in Traction.
They're expressing themselves.
Whatever happened to the gavotte and the minuet? You remember the minuet? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bow and curtsy. Kept the hormones in a state of perpetual anticipation. Now that's my kind of dance. Of course, in his case, maybe he ought to do a little less anticipating and a little more expressing.
He will. I hope.
Charles, you're a madman out there.
Am I?
Yes, you're wearing me out.
I took an Arthur Murray dance class once. It was free.
Come here. That's better. It doesn't look like we're gonna make out.
What?
I'm hungry, aren't you?
Are you always hungry?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes! wow, 1959. This is really old.
Not as old as the cheese.
So just have the wine. Did you do the honors? Can I ask you a question? What do you spend your money on? Because I know you don't spend it on going out to clubs or on clothes
Or sarcophagi. Sarcophagus, Latin, plural, suffix.
You think I'm nuts?
I think. How could you spend $17,000 to pay off somebody else's debt?
Okay, I never picked the right guys, and Tommy was definitely one of the wrong ones. But this time, I even picked the wrong horse. Randy Robin. And Tommy lost. So I paid it back. Sometimes you just gotta do what feels right.
Autographs. I collect autographs.
Like Elvis?
I collect rare signatures of historical figures. I guess you could call it my secret passion.
That's your secret passion, huh?
Yeah. Signatures on monetary documents. My prized possession is Alexander Hamilton's personal expense diary. Boy, was he a spendthrift. What a waste.
Alexander Hamilton, huh? I did a paper on him in college once.
You did? You went to college?
Yeah, political science. So you have Alexander Hamilton's petty cash book. Cool. So how much did he spend on that gun that he used in the duel with Aaron Burr?
$7.
$7?
I thought you said it warms up here.
Depends.
So have you got the money?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, the chick teaches me the shot here. You go with Snake to his office, he'll give you the grease.
Snake, will give me the grease. Yeah.
This is really nice of you, Smokey.
You ready, babe?
Well, I'll just go transact my business with Mr. Snake. And I'll be right back.
It's really very easy if you're at all familiar with quantum calculus as it pertains to geometry.
This is your office?
This is where I transact my business.
I'm never gonna see that $17,000, am I? Snakes. Interesting name. What was that, Welsh?
Hey, you don't want to go in there.
Oh, but I think that I do. Snake, I'm very disappointed in you. The least you could do is give the man a fair fight, you know, give him a chance at least. Well, this should work. This should do. With a few modifications. It's a shame that we have to go through this at all, considering that Robin's boyfriend never really owed $17,000 in the first place. Did he, Smokey? Randy Robin didn't lose the race. Where is the joy of winning if you have to cheat, Smokey, huh? You know, I think that ought to do it, Charles. Unless, of course, Smokey here wants to hand over the money. I think you'll find it in your back pocket.
Forget it. Come on, Snake, let's get out of here.
I told you, I used to be in security.
Well, it's there. 17,000. Only 20,000 more to go.
I can't get it.
What do you mean?
It's gone. I can't get it back.
I'm a lawyer. I can get anything back.
Look, what if I took out a loan or something and paid the rest back a little at a time?
Mr. McGregor wants the money back today. In 6 hours. What did you buy? A petting zoo? 3 years of psychotherapy? Or did you just bail another boyfriend out of jail?
I can't give it back. I just can't. I'm sorry.
Charles.
Cutting it a little close with that Snake man, weren't you?
I know.
You know I saved your little angel butt with that police siren?
That was you? Nice touch.
Well, it would have been louder, but the volume's shot on this thing.
Tess, I'm worried about Charles. His heart could
His heart is fine. Those are just panic attacks.
But
he just uses that old heart-skipping-a-beat business to talk himself out of life. That's all. Nothing's really wrong with the man's heart, except he's terrified of letting it out again.
Again?
Well, what if you ran away from home and nobody noticed?
What if you gave away your heart and nobody cared?
Yeah, see? You're catching on. Go on over there and do some open-heart surgery, baby.
Charles.
Is she back?
No, Robin has gone.
But she's the only one who knows where the last $20,000 is. What do I do now?
Charles.
Oh, my God. This is it.
Shh, Charles. You're all right. You're going to be just fine.
No, I'm not. I'm having a heart attack. Call an ambulance.
There's nothing wrong with your heart.
That's not true. I'm dying.
Easy, Charles. You're safe. This is the last time this will ever happen. Trust me.
This isn't one of those near-death experiences, is it?
In a way.
But where's the tunnel? Did I miss it?
You weren't that close to dying.
And you're...
An angel.
That would be consistent with my experience. And what you said about my heart?
Is true. You're fine.
I'm not dying?
No. All your life you've been afraid of life. And if you hadn't convinced yourself that you were dying, then you'd decide you were too fat or too short or too anything as long as it could convince you to hide. But God made you, Charles, and he knew what he was doing. You're not too anything, except almost too late.
If you're an angel, why didn't you just give me the $200,000 back in the first place?
That would have just saved your job. I'm here to save the rest of your life.
How?
Share it with Robin.
Robin? Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I'm an angel. I know about these things.
She's absolutely wrong. She's wild. She's unpredictable. She doesn't have any major medical or any kind of retirement package. She's impulsive and... And I'm gonna miss her. I don't even know how to find her.
Where would you go if you were hurt?
I did hurt her, didn't I?
Do you remember the Christmas that you ran away and a nice lady came and helped show you the way back home?
You?
No, my friend Tess, but can you remember where she found you?
I was hiding in my secret hiding place under the 11th Street Bridge.
Everybody has a hiding place.
Robin said she used to hide. That's it. I know where she's hiding. Angels. See, facing east toward the sun. That's the orphanage. She said she used to crawl out the window and sit with the angels and watch the sun come up over the coffee pot, over there. See, that new building? There used to be an old coffee company there with a big billboard on top with a coffee pot that poured real coffee and had steam and everything. That's where the sun would rise. Come on.
Oh, of course it scared us half to death whenever we caught her up there with those angels. I don't know how many times we forbade her, but, well, Robin has always been a headstrong young lady.
I can imagine. Have you...
And as I remember, she even named them. There was Mo, Curly, Larry, and Shemp. Shemp was her favorite.
Yes, well, have you seen...
Oh, what a joy she's grown up to be. She does volunteer work here, tutoring mostly. But she plays with the younger children and helps in the kitchen whenever she can.
Have you seen her lately?
Just yesterday. She came with an answer to our prayers.
$20,000.
Enough to remodel our kitchen and keep our lunch program going, which we desperately need.
What a blessing that must have been.
Oh, it was a miracle.
It was Robin.
Now, what can I help you with?
Well, we were just wondering if Robin...
Well, actually, we don't need anything. Thank you, sister.
Thank you very much, Sister Mary Frances.
My pleasure. Have we met somewhere before?
Charles, where are you going?
I don't know. I don't care. You were wrong. God was wrong. She's not the right kind of woman for me at all. What kind of woman gives away $20,000 like that?
A great woman.
A really great woman. Too great for me.
No, I don't believe that. And neither does she. When did a living will ever make you feel like that, hmm?
Which one is Shem?
This one?
I'm sorry about what I said last night. I didn't mean it. I just got scared.
I don't blame you. You could lose your job.
Doesn't matter. I'm quitting.
Sorry about the 20,000.
Don't worry. It's covered. gonna sell my Alexander Hamilton expense book.
You don't have to do that.
Sometimes you just gotta do what feels right.
Wow, it's worth 20,000, huh?
Actually, it's worth 40. So, I thought I'd use the rest of it to open up a dance and dry.
Oh, yeah?
With you. I mean, if that sort of thing interests you. There's sound reasoning for it. On the other hand, I love you. I love you.
I love you too.
That's how it goes.
Ui, cái gì vậy? Kinh đấy. Cái báo đây, cái báo đây, cái báo đây, phơi lăn. Dườn. Mình làm cái đéo đây. Hai quả đầu tiên thua thì ấy ngu quá. Đội hai đi kép điên. Và cờ héo. Thằng xem 99 này. Rolly, hết giờ rồi. Nó câu giờ rồi. Trừ nó 3 điểm đi ông nội ơi. Hết giờ rồi. Lực điên. Sensi 4K. 7 ở đây. Hồng Minh Tuấn ok anh. Bữa ra rồi bên hồ nói cô đơn nơi đây chờ em cùng cơn mưa. Chúng ta sau này chẳng có chúng ta bây giờ. Còn chưa. Vì sao như nó... Ô, ngon. Cái này dành đâu nhỉ? Không. Là sao? À, ngứa đấy. Đừng này rồi. Ta đi học 6 xe buồn dạ chiêu chọc dâu nghe anh thích lên chính là hồi đó Pháp Lucky Block Lucky Block bộ đồ à Phó trời vì sao cứ nơi đó mà anh chỉ đang mấy đâu Cristiano Ronaldo đâu rồi mùa kia đâu giờ mùa này à CU rồi 8 tuổi 2 sắp đủ tiền rồi tốt thế nên 3 tuổi luôn cộng 2 rồi đi